Good morning everyone, welcome to day 16 in my BMW M140i. 2 weeks in now, starting to get a feel for the car, getting a feel for the way it does its thing. Last Sunday was a good one in this car. Started off at the Goodwood Hot Hatch Breakfast Club meet. That was good, stayed there for a couple of hours, then hit the road, nice cross-country run up to Surrey Rolling Road. It did alright on the dyno, 357, happy with that. Charlie predicted 355 and I've seen many others run that, so that's a good number, I'm happy with that. Good torque, really good torque. So why am I in this car? Why am I in the BMW M140? Why did I choose this when there's so many other things out there? Well, when I'd finally decided I'd had enough of the Focus RS, there was only one fixed thing for me, one constraint, and that was I wanted to change the car. I'd put enough money into the Focus, I didn't want to have to put any more in. So it was all about trying to find something that I could do a straight swap on. Now I knew We Buy Any Car valued the car at 24, so that's what I had. That gave me a lot of options. There's Audi, Mercedes, Volkswagen, Hyundai, Renault Sport. There's a whole range. Why did I end up choosing this car and none of those? 3 words alone answer that. Rear, wheel and drive. See, this is the thing for me. This is what it's all about. I don't really care for cars. I look after my car, of course. I actually really enjoy looking after it. But I'm not one that gets excited about cars. I don't care for brands, no particular manufacturer. I don't really care. This car could have any badge on it at all, and I'd still have bought it. I've personally done the front wheel drive thing to death. I've had Suzuki Ignis, my Clio 172 Cup, Clio 200, my Fiesta ST. I've done my time in front wheel drive. I fancy something different. Driving the Focus RS as I have done for the last 19,000 miles, it's really given me a taste for having a mobile back, having some control of the back with your right foot, being able to steer the car from the rear. The Focus RS really kind of lended itself to that with its oversped rear wheels, and that's made me comfortable with it, and I really want that. I really like that. Yeah, it might not be as sharp as the RS. On roads like this, damp, even just slightly damp, it's nowhere near as capable as the RS. This just doesn't feel special when day-to-day driving. The Focus RS always felt like on it, edgy, ready to go. This day-to-day driving just really doesn't feel like that. It just feels like a normal car. This is the far better daily though. It's the much nicer place to be. The adaptive damping is wonderful. In normal or comfort, whatever, it's really normal, really comfortable day to day. But when you switch it into the harder mode, it does firm up noticeably, but it's still kind of slightly softer than the Focus used to be in its normal mode. And yeah, I get the sense that the car could feel a bit lost when you really start to lean on it. Ooh, this is a very nice place to sit though. Very comfortable, got a nice low driving position, which I finally sorted out now. The pedals being offset, yeah, that's a pain. I keep catching the footrest with my left foot. They really are offset quite far to the right. I'd read about it, but I didn't realise just how it would feel. And it does feel quite odd. I'm getting used to it though, I'm getting used to it. And the gear shift, well, having had 19,000 miles in a Focus RS, compared to that, this is absolutely awful. It's just rubbery and vague and notchy, and it never feels the same each time you go into a gear. Each time you go into a gate, it feels slightly different. You get some resistance, sometimes you don't other. I can live with it. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's not good. Why can't BMW sort that? There's been a lot of comments on the looks of this car, and yeah, I agree, 100%. It does look really, really bland. That is the appeal for me. That's why my Focus RS was magnetic with silver wheels, so it would just blend into most. It would look like a normal car. And this, with the badge deletion as well, it's really subtle. I'm really happy with it. Ultimate stealth, looks just like a 116D. When you get on it though, at its core, it's just a nicely balanced front engine, rear wheel drive chassis. Powerful. What's not to like about driving one of those every day? So I've now got a rear-wheel drive chassis to sit in every single day, with the added bonus that it's 80 kilos, I think it is, lighter than the Focus RS, and it's producing about 10 horsepower more, but it's got so much more torque. It feels so much quicker, like properly quick, scarily quick. The RS, it was really, really rapid, but it never felt properly like threatening. This, when you've got all that power going through the rear axle, especially on roads like this today, you really, to me anyway, you're always conscious that, yeah, just one wrong move and it could all end in tears. One last thing I want to say about this car, and I never realised this until I met up with Lib and Jeff recently, and that is how small this car is. Parked in between the M4 and the RS3, it looked absolutely lost. It looks quite similar size-wise to my Fiesta, but it's got 357 horsepower through the rear axle. That's insane. Driving this reminds me of a feeling I had when I got my 172 Cup back in 2003. I remember reading a magazine article, and the journalist wrote that where he described the Clio Cup as small car, ridiculously large engine. This is exactly the same. Fiesta sized, 6-cylinder turbo, 357 horsepower going through my back wheels. I can see myself having a lot of fun in this car.